Hello everybody, I am Razorblade Mango, and I'm here today to give a very spoiler-filled review, not review, but opinion on Arkham Knight's story, which is one of the things I couldn't talk about all that much in my impressions video of it, because I didn't want to give it away, and I'd be a complete asshat if I had given away the secrets that this game has spent more than a year trying to hide from you, the public. Quite successfully, I must add. So, if this isn't obvious from the title, there's going to be loads of spoilers. Lots and lots of spoilers. So, if you haven't played the game, and you don't want to know what's going to happen, I don't know why you clicked on this video to begin with, but don't watch it. Unless you don't care. Then, you know. Alright. First thing. I'm serious. There's no turning back after this. You gonna stick around? Okay? Alright. First things first. My problems with the Arkham Knight's story. Which, in my overall opinion of the game, I think it's alright. I think there are problems with it that could easily have been avoided with some smarter decision making. And keep in mind, I'm talking about the PlayStation 4 version. Let's start with the Arkham Knight's identity. Alright, so when they announced that the Arkham Knight was going to be this new mysterious character, and he has this special connection to Batman, who could it possibly be? Raise your hand if the first name that popped into your head was Jason Todd. See, all of you. Yeah, all of you are raising your hands. Anybody who's anybody that knows Batman lore 101, the basic Batman lore 101, knew that this guy, the Arkham Knight, was going to be Jason Todd. And when it was revealed that, hey, there's going to be a new character, a new villain, we've spent months with DC trying to make him, and he's going to be this all-new character, and he's going to be in the comics, I'm going, yeah, okay. This is probably going to be Jason Todd. But then I thought, no. This is Rocksteady we're talking about. Rocksteady knows how to write an excellent Batman story. There's no way. But then again, I found out that Paul Dini, who wrote both Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, was not returning to write Arkham Knight, which that gave me a little bit of worry. But you know, all the trailers were out. I saw some pretty good writing in them. I really liked all the character dialogue. It seemed right up there. It seemed like keeping in line with what Arkham Asylum and Arkham City did previously. So I thought, no, there's no way it's going to be Jason Todd. That'd be the most obvious decision ever. There's no way. And so I started to think, well, who else could it be? I thought Damian Wayne. Hey, Damian Wayne would be an excellent identity for the Arkham Knight. And there's a lot of compelling evidence that he's there. The fact the Arkham Knight's a lot of the Arkham Knight's henchmen use swords, which is a connection to the League of Shadows. There's the connection that the Arkham Knight, yeah, it makes sense that he has beef with Batman because there is an established motivation in one of the earlier games. Talia al Ghul dies as a result of the Joker. So yeah, I can definitely understand how Damian Wayne would be really pissed off and go after Batman because of that. That would be a great motivation. And it is established, it is very heavily hinted that Talia al Ghul and Batman have had sex. So, it's very plausible that Damian could exist in this world. It's very plausible, especially since Nightwing is in it, which Nightwing has been with Batman since he was a little kid. So Batman could have fostered a child with Talia al Ghul all those years ago and not find out about it now until Damian Wayne pops up into the picture as the Arkham Knight, which that would have made total sense. And, you know, given some little establishment, maybe some red herrings. That would have been cool. It would have been a great reveal if the Arkham Knight had been Damian Wayne. How can you imagine what the huge emotional connection, how emotionally troubling this would have been for Batman to have to fight his own son? That would have been great. But who do we get instead? Like I said, the most obvious decision, the most obvious person it could be, Jason Todd. And the fact that there's some dumbass Red Hood DLC out there, I thought, no. The fact that they're revealing Jason Todd exists in this world as Red Hood, there's no way he can be the Arkham Knight. So apparently, he goes from the Arkham Knight to Red Hood. So they pretty much spoiled their own character, which, dumb. It's so dumb. It's a dumb idea to have freaking Jason Todd be the Arkham Knight. Because, and they go out of their way. You'd have to be a moron not to go through the events in this game and not have figured out that Jason Todd is going to be the Arkham Knight. They go out of their way to show how the Joker kidnapped and tortured and killed and presumably killed Jason Todd. They go out of their way to do that. So it's no duh he's gonna be Jason Todd. And the fact that Batman's not very smart when it comes to this situation, the fact that even Batman cannot figure this out, and even Jason Todd, when he's about to take off his mask at the end, Batman goes, "Who are you?" And he goes, "Really, Bruce? You haven't figured this out by now?" And I'm going, "Yeah. Really, Bruce? You haven't figured it out that it's Jason Todd yet?" But okay, and when it's revealed, I let out this loud, this groan. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me a lot of when the last Star Trek movie, Into Darkness, was getting hyped up, and we were seeing the first trailers for it. And it started to look a lot like Wrath of Khan, like a play on Wrath of Khan. And the question started coming up of who Benedict Cumberbatch's character really was. He had the name John Harrison, which we all knew was bullshit, and we kept thinking, no, dude, come on. Quit hiding behind this John Harrison alibi. We know you're Khan. We know you're Khan. Just, there's really no point in keeping this a secret. How much more interesting would it be if you actually had Benedict Cumberbatch come out in the trailers as Khan? It's not a big secret, guys. It's really not. It's not. So the fact that they did this, and thankfully they do it early in the movie when he goes, "My name is Khan. Dun dun dun," and everyone in the audience, including me, just went, "Really? Really, dude? No shit, you're Khan." We knew from the beginning that you were Khan. And this is the exact same situation. And another situation. In The Dark Knight Rises, when I forget who Marion Cotillard's character's alibi was, but we all knew she was Talia al Ghul. There was no way she couldn't be. Her existence in that movie wouldn't have made any goddamn sense if she did not turn out to be Talia al Ghul. There was no way. There was absolutely no way. And when they do it at the end, like it's this big, shocking twist, I went, no. I'm sorry, Nolan, no. No, that does not work in this situation. I'm sorry, it is way too obvious. And they made the exact same mistake that the guys behind the Dark Knight Rises did. Rocksteady here. Exact same mistake. And again, like the Dark Knight Rises, they waited until the very last minute to reveal it. It would have been helpful if he had revealed himself earlier, because that way you would have gotten some more tension and building motivation between Batman and Jason Todd. But it's not. It didn't happen. They did it in the very last second. So, all right. So we have Jason Todd revealed as the Arkham Knight. Whatever, or the other way around. Arkham Knight is revealed to be Jason Todd. They have some really crappy, and the boss fights in this game are awful. awful. They're the worst the series has ever seen. Every time one of these shitty boss battles popped up in this game, I was begging for the pattern repeating crap from Arkham Asylum, which that is not crap by comparison to this. Which, thank God, I'm grateful the boss battles the way they were in Arkham Asylum now, after seeing how badly they could go wrong in Arkham Knight. So, alright, so the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd. Okay, are we going to get any more motivation? Is this going to build to some huge climax between the two? No. Batman just throws Jason Todd around a little bit, and then Jason Todd goes, "Oh, I'm so ashamed. I'm so sorry," and just disappears. And then he later reappears when Batman is being held hostage by Scarecrow, and weirdly frees Batman, helps Batman escape Scarecrow, and win. Why? The entire game, he's ranting and raving about how he's gonna kill Batman, how Batman's gonna suffer, how Batman's gonna do this and be that, and all kinds of dead and all that shit. And then he just helps him at the end because Batman called him Robin a few times. And told him, "Oh, this is not you." It doesn't work. I'm sorry, that whole thing did not work at all. At all. It was very, very, very poorly mishandled and disappointing. Very, very disappointing. So there's that. The next thing I want to talk about is the Joker's presence in this game. Now, I knew they were going to do something with Mark Hamill. It was either going to be a cameo, he was going to come in the form of one of those Scarecrow nightmares from Arkham Asylum, maybe a big Joker, something like that. Something cool like that, like a little cameo. But the Joker is probably next to Batman, he has the biggest presence in this game. The way he is in this game is apparently there's this subplot that they've been kept hidden in the trailers, where some people were found to have Joker blood in them, because in Arkham City he actually sent his blood to multiple hospitals in order for them to get the poison, to give Batman a motivation to find the cure. And apparently they found everybody and helped them out, but a few people went under the radar. So Batman has these people isolated in an abandoned movie studio, and Robin's helping him out too, Tim Drake. And he goes, "Oh, well, I have Joker's blood in me." And it's some kind of disease that they said it's a form of, where the people that have Joker's blood in them, it eventually progresses to where they become the Joker, in a way. Which is interesting. I don't think they go quite the direction I was expecting with that, but it's an interesting one nonetheless. And Batman has Joker's blood in him. And mixed with the fear toxin, he's able to actually see a hallucination of Joker everywhere he goes. There's even really cool things. And I'm going to admit, this idea is really cool and is clever. And they take full advantage of it and deliver some really, really interesting things with it. Some of the best scenes I've witnessed this year as far as gaming goes. So, yeah, I mean, I thought that was really cool. And I like how, even when you're gliding through Arkham, the Gotham, you see Joker's face on certain billboards for a split second, or Joker somewhere in the environment. And it's for a second, but it also gives you this sense that Batman is losing his mind. Batman is becoming unstable. And it's really scary. And I really liked that. However, the flip side to that is, because the Joker is in it so much, it ruins a lot of the impact that his death has at the end of Arkham City, where I don't really feel all that emotional anymore that Joker dies at the end of Arkham City, which technically he is still dead in Arkham Knight. physically, but he is still a presence. Mark Hamill is still the Joker. He's still talking. He's still alive as a presence, which, is something. It's a loophole that they exploit the hell out of in this game, but he completely overshadows all of the other villains in this game, where I expected Harley, Penguin, Two-Face, Firefly, Poison Ivy, Arkham Knight, Scarecrow. These guys were going to be the main players. They would have a huge presence in the main campaign, which only two of them, which only like a few of them really do. Which really, this campaign is mainly centered on two villains: Arkham Knight, for the most part, and Scarecrow. Neither of them, as good as John Noble is as Scarecrow, neither of them can come even close to matching the presence that the Joker has, which, is a plus because Mark Hamill is amazing, as always. But it also is bad because it doesn't give any spotlight to the other villains. The other villains just look lame by comparison to the Joker. And you just don't really care after a while. You don't give a shit about what the Arkham Knight's ranting and raving about, because if you haven't figured it out already, he's Jason Todd. It's just him going, Batman, I'm going to kill you. Batman, you're going to suffer. Batman, you're no hero. I've trained you all to kill Batman. Why haven't you killed Batman? It just gets so old after a while. And Scarecrow, who's only really kind of downgraded to a Hugo Strange role, where he occasionally makes physical appearances, but he's mainly there just behind, like loudspeaker or a billboard or TV or something. He's there as more of a face on a screen rather than an actual physical presence, which is disappointing. Very disappointing. And with the Joker, it's the same problem I had with Arkham Origins, where I thought Black Mask was going to be the main villain that time around. And it's like, cool, the Joker is still in it, that's fine. But then it's revealed, Black Mask is really the Joker in disguise. Which, alright, so the Joker basically upstaged Black Mask. Again, a golden opportunity to give the spotlight to another villain is taken away because of the Joker. And don't get me wrong, I love the Joker. I think Mark Hamill is amazing as the Joker. He always will be. But I want the spotlight on other villains. I wanted Scarecrow to be the main villain. I didn't want Joker shoving him out of the limelight just to do his thing again. Which is fine. It is fine from a performance perspective. From performance-wise, yeah, he's amazing. From the story-wise, no, I don't really care for it all that much, honestly. And again, it ruins a lot of the impact his death has at the end of Arkham City. It really doesn't work anymore now because you go, oh, well, he's dead, but he's still going to be in Arkham Knight in a huge way. So, alright. Whatever. Okay, another big problem I have with the story. It's so weird that for a game that has an M rating, they're almost afraid to take it to an extremely dark place. Yes, there are very dark moments in this game. There is a lot of suicide in this game. For a Batman game, for a superhero game, there's a lot of suicide. There's a lot of killing. A lot of dead bodies. A lot of mutilated bodies. Pretty disturbing stuff in the game. But as far as the story goes, I don't think it really takes any kind of big risks. The game puts its toes in the water, realizes it's a little too cold, and then immediately just jumps back out. And one of the things that made me start to realize this was Barbara Gordon's fake-out death. Where when Barbara Gordon is under the influence of Scarecrow, or so you think, is under the influence of Scarecrow's fear toxin and blows her brains out, that was genuinely shocking for about 30 seconds. Because then I thought, oh, well, that could have been Batman's hallucination. That's probably what they're going to do. Because if you remember in Arkham Asylum, they did the exact same thing with Commissioner Gordon, where you think he dies, but he's really not dead. And they do the exact same thing here, except they prolong it so much that when it's finally revealed, oh, look, Barbara's still alive, you just go, aww. And again, this series, it's like this series is afraid to genuinely kill off its major players. How interesting would that be if you had Barbara actually shoot herself in the head and die for real? You could have so much interesting stuff to work with if you actually went with that plot point. But no, they did the thing again where she's not dead. It's just a hallucination on Batman's part, which is a complete cop-out, in my opinion. I was so disappointed. I knew, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, no, this is too... No. I don't think this franchise is willing to do something like that. And I was right. Because what so happens, Barbara is wheeled out, and Commissioner Gordon all along helped Scarecrow to save his daughter. Whoopee. Thank you for that complete cop-out of a dark... Fuck it, just kill everybody. Kill Robin. Kill Nightwing. Kill Oracle. Kill Alfred. Kill Lucius. Kill everybody except Batman. Actually have Scarecrow come in and kill people. Kill people. Have Arkham Knight kill Alfred. Like Bane almost did in Arkham Origins, but no, we gotta save Alfred. Kill Alfred. Kill somebody. Do something different. Do something interesting. Don't keep doing this thing where you think you've killed somebody, and then you just go, oh, wait a minute, that was just a hallucination. No, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these hallucinations. Stop using them as a way to escape a situation where you'd actually have to take this story to an extremely dark and potentially risky place. Have Barbara die. She could have died. She could have blown her brains out for real. And it would have been great. I would have been totally on board for that if they had taken it to that. But no, they didn't. They just went, oh, it's a hallucination. It's okay. You don't have to feel real sadness or loss or anything. And you guys are worked with an M rating. An M rating! Do you know how much you can get away with? And I know I don't want to see geysers of blood or a nip slip from Catwoman or Poison Ivy or Harley or anything like that. I don't want to see that in this game. What I do want to see is something dark. Something really fucked up that would earn that M rating. You are working with an M rating. Kill characters that we care about. Kill them. You can do that. But apparently, you're too much of a fucking coward to do it. I'm sorry, yeah. In this case, with Barbara Gordon, you're fucking cowards. It is a cowardly thing to do. And this is Rocksteady. The guys that have made two of the best Batman, two of the greatest superhero games ever. The greatest superhero game ever with Batman Arkham City. One of my all-time favorite games. Where they take it to some really ballsy places. They push the limit as far as the T rating goes. Here, they have so much to work with. You guys had so much to work with. And you blew it. You absolutely blew it. And my final thing, speaking of deaths, kill Batman! Why can't Batman die? He is not immortal. Last time I checked, Batman was mortal. Mortal. He can die. He can bleed. He can feel pain. He almost dies in a few situations. He was on death's fucking door in Arkham City. Why can't he die? Why are people so afraid to kill Batman? Why? And this could have been the game where it's like, oh, this and it, like the collector's edition, when it was revealed that, hey, it's gonna come with a Batman memorial statue. Holy shit, we're actually going to get Batman's death. The death of Batman. Holy crap. This is huge. Especially with that M rating. Yes. Yes, please. Kill Batman. No. Don't do the exact same thing that you did in The Dark Knight Rises, where you had Batman escape, where you think Batman dies, where Batman activates this Nightfall protocol at the end and blows up Wayne Manor because you think, oh, a terrorist blew it up, killed Alfred, killed Batman, and that's the end of the game. That if you don't count the full Nightfall protocol ending, which reveals that, yeah, he's probably still alive. Which, guys, you don't have, I know you're taking influence from The Dark Knight Returns. You don't have to take so much influence to where you feel like you have to repeat it. Kill Batman. Establish your own unique stamp in the mythology. Kill Batman. Have him die. Pull a Red Dead Redemption. Kill Batman. Have Catwoman or Robin or Nightwing be the hero. Have him be the hero. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to have it where, again, Batman goes into hiding and fakes his death, which is so stupid. I'm sick and tired of those I faked my death endings, especially for Batman-related stuff. It didn't make any fucking sense in Dark Knight Rises, and it makes significantly less sense here. And well, not significantly. It's just the same. It's probably the same level. But yeah, you had a good thing going with the ending. And then you blew it. You were there, but then you were taking a few steps forward, and then you took a gigantic bunny hop back. Kill these characters. Kill them. Let them die. Kill Batman. Please, Batman is not some sacred cow. This is the end of your trilogy. Do something bold. Do something daring. Do something, yeah, that might piss off the fan base. Yeah, it'll really make them sad. You know what I would have done if I was in charge of writing the story? I would have had a way where Batman does save the city, but dies in the process. Like, for real. Have Gotham have this gigantic funeral in his honor. Have a Batman statue erected, the same statue that's in the collector's edition. And Robin or Nightwing or whoever, even Azrael can take the mantle. Do that! You know? Do that! That's interesting. That's something different. But no, we're not going to have that. Because I don't know. Because they just... I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do that. Bring me on, guys. Bring me on as a story writer. I'll tell you how to write this story. I could have written a better story for The Dark Knight Rises, and I sure as hell could have written a better story for Batman Arkham Knight. Seriously disappointing story. Very disappointing. And it's a big part of why I think this is by far, probably even more so than Arkham Origins, maybe more so than Arkham Origins, is the weakest Batman game in the franchise. So when I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do a next one. They probably will, because Warner Brothers loves money. So, yeah, I was pretty disappointed with this story. For all the hype about it being, you know, we're not going to compromise our vision, we're going to have it be this really special thing that happens, it's really not that special. It's a combination of multiple different stories. It's a combination of Return of the Joker, that Batman Beyond movie. It's a combination of Under the Red Hood. Another combination with The Dark Knight Rises and The Dark Knight Returns. So you have those 4 movies, take elements from them, and basically just form this Frankenstein monster of a story that's in Batman Arkham Knight. So yeah. So yeah, that's my thought. Those are my thoughts on Batman Arkham Knight's story. And people have asked me, you know, what is your overall opinion on the game? Should I buy this game? And my answer, honestly, no. Don't buy it. I still like it. I think it's an alright game. But wait until the Game of the Year edition comes out. You're going to get more content for less money. Wait. Just wait. Your patience will be rewarded. Just wait. Alright, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Arkham Knight's story in the comments sections. Probably going to get a lot of pushback from this, but that's fine. You know, that's fine. As always, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, guys.